Thanks.
Use
Hey, good evening. Hey, G Quad, I'm gonna say hi to you because I know if you hadn't taken your nap, you're on your way to do it. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. This is Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. If you're watching a replay, please make sure you hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. And also hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of any new videos that I might upload. Hey, my girl Sassy, the experience with Sassy. Hey, Mike, the aquaponics, no, hydroponics man, and cracky methods. Thank y'all for stopping in to see everybody saying hello to one another. Look at GT that slid in here early tonight. GT, are you driving or on your way to one of them jobs? I know you be always busy. I said, do you have any time to yourself? My Renaissance grandma, yes indeedy. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. Greatly appreciated. While you in there, drop your temps. Right now here, what is it, 87 degrees? Yeah, it's humid. Man, I'm telling you, this humidity is worse than the heat. I can hardly breathe. Woo. House been hot. Yes, indeedy. So drop your temps. It says 1 inch of rain due on Monday. That's all right. So that means it's gonna be dry for the next couple of days. And I've been going out every day, especially my green stock, keeping it well water, because don't think your plants will droop real quick in your green stock if you don't keep it up. Country Hustle 101. What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening, driving and listening. All right, keep your eyes on the road. Make sure you see everything that's happening. Mike says 88 in Minnesota. And it's been crazy, Mike. Your temperature has been warmer than ours. That kind of blows my mind every time I see that. Renaissance Grandma said 89. Everybody's hitting them 80s, huh? GT said at the job, LOL. Just finished playing basketball. I'm tired, boss. I hear you. Yeah, I knew you had to be at one of the jobs or either behind the wheel going from one job to another. Everybody know what your MO is, GT. But how they said, we respect the process. 66 in Alaska. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Mm-hmm. That's tired, boss. You know you can't get out there and jump with them young boys. Them ones in between the ages of 19 and 25. They run your butt off the court. Only 86 in California. Experience with Sassy. That's unusual. Normally I'll be like desert numbers out there ready to knock out everybody out the box. 86 bad. Actually, we're warmer than you guys, which is very unusual. Yeah. All right, y'all. There's more folks up in here. Drop your temps. Let us know what you got going on. Hey, Nikki. How you doing, boo? What's your temperature, Nikki? Mike said, I just want 75 with a breeze. I would like that too. 75 to me is comfortable as well, Mike. Especially if you're working long hours in the garden, because you will get overheated real quick working out in the garden. And if you're in an area that's really sunny, yeah, that can get hot real quick, get overheated. I know one thing, even though I know I need it and there's no getting around it, I'm tired of drinking water. I had the little things to put in the water too that help change the flavor of them, the lemon ones and what have you. 87. Okay, everybody's hanging in the 80s. Okay, just barely below 90. Air quality forecast. I'm looking at the bottom of my computer here. I'm trying to stay hydrated like I should. I put a couple of bottles of water in the freezer so that way when I'm working outside, they can gradually thaw out. They can give me cold water, and if it gets too warm, I can put it on the back of my neck or whatever to help cool me down. I got one of those Nick fans too. I realized I kept seeing everybody else. I said, wait a minute, I got one of those. Then I find out the battery's gone, so I gotta get some more batteries. Yep, yep. I have old fashioned tang. Then I got lemon. I got iced tea. Uh, I got all different flavors, to kind of help spruce up the water. Makes it a little more enjoyable. Makes you want to drink more. Ooh, Mike said 95 Friday. Yuck. You ain't kidding. And once you get past 80, it's just uncomfortable. You're trying to not overwork yourself. You kind of like sit still a little bit just so that you can just keep your body temperature at one. Because once you start moving around, that's when your body temperature goes up. I was working out in the garden and I'm in the shade. I literally got sweat rolling down my sideburns, all up under my chin, down my neck, going across my forehead, my nose and cheek. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not doing that much and it's not that hot out here. But that humidity was kicking off in my butt like nobody's business. Hey, that's my art. How are you? What's your temperature? Where you at? And please, if you hadn't hit that like button, please hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit. The last couple of days, I'm not a fan of plain water. Yeah, most people isn't, even the athletes, they always want flavored stuff and flavored water. Someone told me to try the liquid IV to help with hydration. I have a few packets of some other stuff that I got from uh, Black's Tropical when I was there too. I don't particularly care for the flavor, but on days that I'm feeling thirsty, I will dunk it in there and go, how to say, guzzle it down if it's going to help my body get back to where it at. Because I start having cramps. My hands start cramping up. Oh man, something terrible. Yep, my arm, if I get dehydrated. So I try not to let it get that far. Because I will even stop during the course of the day and say, did I drink some water today? Because I know I drink some when I take my medicine, but am I drinking any more afterwards? Even bit lemon juice helps. Yeah, I got fresh lemons. I will cut a fresh lemon open and squeeze it in there in a heartbeat. Yep, and I might in my big one, I might even cut up a few slices and put it in there. Yeah, I do it all. Ooh, 91 in Atlanta. That's shake and bake kind of weather when it gets that hot. Like right now, I got the ceiling fan going. I'm comfortable. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. But if the humidity level goes any higher, I will turn on my air conditioner. It's right there in the window, and it will get cool in here right quick. Hey, Cheryl Norris, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Girl, you and all them peaches and them plums. Woo. Oh, that was some work. You put some work into that. Cooking and listening. Hey, J3. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Dolores. She was telling me about was it strawberry honey? She really likes your strawberry honey. Everybody saying hello. Mary Grow with me, 1964. Woohoo! Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I do. Okay, we got a few folks up in here. The topic for tonight is how do you battle the insects? Like we all have them. I don't care where you live at. I don't. The only place you won't have insects pretty much is on the dark side of the moon. Hey, LGGG love. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Yeah. How do you combat the insects and other critters in your garden? Everybody has their own way of doing that. A lot of you guys have fenced in yards. And I don't. My garden is wide open to the public, to the animals, to everything. So I had to come back with chicken wire and bird netting and whatever else I can get a hold of. Oh, Cheryl said it's 92 in Missouri. Okay. Yeah, y'all shake and bake for real. So lately I've been hearing on different lives that people had to resort to BT or 7 on their brassicas because the worm infestation was so bad from that white moth that was laying eggs, and they tried picking all the worms off, but they just couldn't get them all. And if they didn't take that measure, they would have lost their whole crop to the worms. Because once they lay the eggs, it's not a problem. It's when they hatch. When they wake up with this voracious appetite, and they will eat everything down to a nub. Cheryl says, still doing it. I'm not finished, and thank you for stopping BT and supporting me. Yeah, I mean, who am I to say anything about it? I have used 7 a couple of times, not lately. I've been able to keep up with them, but there's days like I've been gone for the last couple of days over at my granddaughter's house. So I came home, I had a whole lot of stuff looking like this, because of the heat and drying out. And when they do like that, it makes it easier for the insects to attack your food because they think it's dying or whatever, and they can get out of hand real quick. Um, Trap crops, companion planting, picking them off the plant or spraying them. Yeah. Who was I watching? I was watching Miss Linda. She had the water hose and she was spraying down some plants and trying to knock the aphids off. And that's okay. Sometimes you can knock them off and they don't come back. They might go somewhere else. And then others I see go out there in the night with black lights looking for the vine squash borer, or what's other, the hookworm, out there in their gardens and what have you. So everybody got their own methods of how that they care for their garden. I try to use cayenne pepper mixed with a little dishwashing liquid and a drop or two of vinegar to spray certain plants that they like to seem to hang on. And yeah, we all have our own way of caring for our plants. And right now I seen the leaves on my rose bushes at the top shredded, looking like lace. So I know that's a Japanese beetle. And once you become a seasoned guy, yeah, hornworms. Thank you, Mike. They'll let you know. You will learn to know what kind of bug it is. Like I'm talking about turning your leaves on your rose bushes and stuff like that into looking like lace. That's the Japanese beetle. And you can tell the aphids because they will go all the way up the stem of a plant, and they will hit certain plants. And trap crops is okay only if you plant them. And I've seen some people plant the same plant, quite a few. So when it goes to one particular plant, they don't destroy that plant. They let it stay there as long as it holds those insects. Um, and they don't take it out until there's nothing left. Then you have to be careful on what plant are they going to move on to next. Because just because they hit that one doesn't mean that they're going to stop there, that they're going to keep attacking other plants in your garden. Because I know I have problems with them. I'm tearing up, um, what was that? My okra. Oh, they was trying to take my okra out. They hit my rose bushes and a few other things. I wasn't growing any cabbage, but they did try to hit my. I did have tree collards. They were hitting those. Cheryl said, I got one cabbage watching like the hawk. I understand. I got one up in a pail up here. I mean, in a pot up on my balcony up here. And I found aphids on that already. So I was going in there, pulling them off and crushing them. There go my dancing diva. Hey, Crooked Peach, how are you? Backyard garden. Hello. What's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Yeah, Crooked Peach. If you have a chance to do the manual removal and trap plants. Yeah. So yeah. And what do you consider a trap plant? I know some people said they they plant certain veggies and herbs to deter the smell or the navigation of insects, like putting onions all the way around and intermittent with garlic as well as onions. Some people use marigolds. Some people use cabbage or whatever, what's it, nasturtiums and a few other things that they put in there to help to deter uh, the insects in their garden. And they try to use stuff that has strong smell. Like I put out lavender, and only the bees seem to like the lavender. The rest of them don't particularly care for lavender. But you have to be careful about what plants you put out as trap plants, because sometimes they can be invasive and take over everything. So you got to be careful on what uh, Mike said. Japanese beetles ignored my food for zinnia. See, yeah, but you have to know what works in your garden. It doesn't work for everybody in everybody's garden. I leave my cabbage in the garden. Yeah. Hey, Cassandra South Fulton, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Uh, Crooked Peach says I have some pepper plants as trap plants. All right, I never heard of that. They pretty much leave my peppers alone. They come out pretty clean. Mike said he tore the leaves up, but the flower was fine. Oh, they had the nerve to be picky, huh? You got bougie bugs. Yeah, so certain plants that they will get attracted to. Like right now, I got a whole cement mixing tray of onions, and they seem to be doing okay. And I have them near my what's that, cucumbers and tomato plants. Um, I know I had basil out last year. They ate my basil up. Oh my goodness, they tore my basil up. I had the basil around my tomato plants, and they didn't mess with the tomatoes at all. My tomato plants was clean as a whistle, but my basil, it took a hit. And I also had rosemary in there too, which can be a strong scent as well. So yeah. So what might be a trap plant for one person might not work for another. It's according on to your bugs. Like I have yet to have problems with the hornworm, but I have occasionally had problems with the squash vine borer. I hadn't seen it lately, but I haven't planted any squash. But I have seen the Japanese beetles and the aphids. So everybody's territory has different bugs. Like right now, that pink Japanese beetle or bug or whatever it is that infested Ohio last year. I'm seeing the babies everywhere, so I know that our winter did not kill them off. Because some bugs don't like our winters here. They can't overwinter. It will kill them off, or they'll go south for the winter, whatever. But I'm slowly seeing them little bugs showing up everywhere. I have not yet successfully grown rosemary. Huh. Now that I haven't had a problem with. I've had a problem of it getting as big as some people that I've seen, but I still grow it and I can still cut off stems of it. And I know how to cut off stems and pull off the lower leaves and put it in some water and root it and start another rosemary plant. But I got a rosemary out there. Is it over here? No, it's over in a big lot. I got a rosemary plant over there. And I actually had one that has germinated from seed, which I was surprised. I put quite a few rosemaries in my green stock in one little section, and one survived. I don't know how many I put in there, but I know it was more than 4 or 5. And that one germinated, and so far it's still trying to hang in there. So I'm waiting to see if it's going to go to flourishing or not. But my basil has taken off, and my parsley is picking up. My beets are growing nicely. My tomato plant actually got little baby tomatoes on it. Hey, Grower Hudson. I've not yet successfully grown rosemary. Well, this hasn't fully grown yet, so I'm just hoping and praying that it does. Squash bug got me last summer, not the boar. There are different bug demon things. Mike, it's a different kind of bug? Squash bug? Okay. It's just what I'm saying. Everybody got bugs I ain't never heard of. And you said my cowpeas is full of ants. Ants I hadn't had too much problem with. Yeah. Uh, Cheryl saying the peach. I I went orange store, bought my rosemary. It's grown and harvest some before I plant. Then it's gone. Yeah. And in some places, some people's rosemary come back. It end up being a perennial. It hasn't done it here, but yeah, my lavender comes back like a champ. If my rosemary can grow like my lavender, oh shoot, I'll be into something big. Because my lavender is totally out of control. I need to dig it up and divide it because it's just laying everywhere. Yeah, so everybody has different problems with stuff. Some people have a certain spray that they can make out of dishwashing liquid and baking soda and vinegar, not too much to damage the plant itself, but to put a sour taste in the bugs' taste buds, so to speak, so that they will leave your plants alone and go somewhere else. But with all this rain lately, it doesn't do any good to spray unless you're going to be out there 24 hours because a couple of days here, it rained on and off all day. I'm not hobbling up and down them steps trying to spray stuff, and hoping that it'll make it. If it make it, it make it. It don't, it don't. That's the way I look at it. How they say it? Gina said they got to thug it out because I can't do it. I'm biased. How are you, sweetie? Uh, Grover Hustle said, I'm experiencing pickle worm where they drill holes in the fruit and the veggies. I've never heard of a pickle worm. Now, that's something new to me. Wow. All right. Hey, I'm biased. How are you? Hey, Queen. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, y'all coming up with bugs I ain't never heard before. Like I said, each state got their own words about what kind of bugs that they have and how you deal with them. Hey, Fisher Jamia, how are you? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate it. We're talking about how do you combat, the insects and critters in your yard. Yeah, because everybody has their own way of doing it. Where Gina and Hudson and them have community lots, so their lots is pretty much exposed. It's not like at home where it's fenced in or what have you. So you are open to any and everything, not just insects. You're also exposed to critters like deer or groundhogs or raccoons, or some people have problems with moles and voles and gophers and what have you, so everybody has their own way. Because I was watching Precious SoCal. She had to put down wire up under her beds because she was having problems with gophers and stuff. Rosemary don't survive my winter. They don't survive ours here either. Yeah, I'm just now really getting my celery to survive from certain varieties of celery. I can get up to 3 years out of it before it fizzle out, coming back each year. My peppermint plant died. I'm sad. It was huge. Yeah, and peppermint plants, different herbs, help to deter, like mosquitoes and stuff from around your patios and porches and stuff. I know I have one girlfriend. She has nothing but peppermint and spearmint intermingled all the way around her patio, so that she could sit out there in the evening without being bothered by the bugs. So. And she says so far she hasn't been bit. It works for her. So yeah. Hey Sylvia, how are you, darling? Thank you for stopping in this evening. Greatly appreciate you. And everybody has different areas that their garden grow in too. Some people are close to a wooded area. Some people are in the city. Some are further out in the country in the deep sticks. It's according on how many acres of land that you may have, or it just might be your location in itself. You could be in a very tight knit neighborhood, and you might have somebody that has a bug in their yard, and it decides to want to visit your yard and check out what you got growing. Then next thing you know, you got a new pest in your yard that you didn't have before. Got a pest from a neighbor's yard that's doing a guest appearance, and if they like what they see, they will infiltrate your garden. And Cricket said, "Come tell it mine, please. It can't hurt." Yep. So yeah, everybody got different bugs. Everybody has different climate, just like everybody doesn't grow the same thing, or if they grow it, it's in your soil is different. Everybody's soil is different. My soil might be more fertile than yours, or someone's like I know the people down south and or in the southern states they have problems with clay. So hey, Shakir, where you been? I've been missing you, sweetie. Glad to see you in here tonight. Um, and so they have to add more amendments to loosen up their soil or add more worms to drill holes in the soil, in the clay, so to speak, to improve the drainage and break up some of that. And I hear that clay soil has a lot of minerals in it. You know, it might be hard, but it's got a lot of minerals and stuff in there. And I've seen some people really grow some really beautiful gardens with clay soil, but they're constantly adding um, compost, maybe a little sand, and chicken manure to help break up the soil and loosen it up, and also make it easier to hold water. Some peoples have sandy soil, like in certain parts of Florida, it's nothing but sand. So whenever they water or it gets rain, it just literally sieve right through. There's nothing to stop it. So they're adding a lot of amendments and compost to build their soil up too, to hold some of that water, because they're constantly watering their plants because their soil doesn't have the ability to do so. And then too, they have bugs in certain states we don't have. Like we don't have those big what they call them, pomelo bugs, which I'm glad we don't. If they're in Ohio, they're not in Cleveland, and so wherever they at, keep them. We don't want them. We didn't send for them. We didn't ask for visitation rights to these children. Keep your bugs to yourself. You know, I know some places like I have grandkids in Dallas, and they have those little geckos. I can keep them too. My daughter-in-law said, "Check your shoes before you put them on." Eyes through. Mike said clay under soil acts like a pothole. Yeah, I had clay here when I first moved here. That backyard was so compacted that I actually broke a time in my pitchfork because it was so hard. And when it rained, it would take almost a week for the water to drain. That's how hard pan clay it was. But now it's got so many worms and rich, and I can grow just about anything in it. But it took a while. It took years for the soil to acclimate because no one was living here for a while. I feel like that nobody was gardening in the backyard. They was parking cars and putting all kinds of big stuff on there that compacted the soil. So yeah, it took me a while to get this soil growable for plants. Uh-oh. Uh June bugs out now. Get off my we have what they call the little lightning bugs, but we don't have the June bugs. They further up like Michigan. Bye you, sugar. Hello, sweet. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Uh, not check your yeah, Nikki. Like I got real good peripheral vision. Might not always see this way, but sideways I can see. So I saw something like out the corner of my eye, and I kind of turned my head like that. And my daughter-in-law said, "What's up, mom?" I said, "I thought I saw something dark by." She said, "Oh, it's a lizard." I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "It's a lizard." I was like, "What?" She said, "The exterminator be out here on Monday to exterminate." And them little geckos, which I didn't see. And I was there for a week and I hadn't even seen any of them. She said, "Oh, by the way, before you put your shoes on, check them first." I said, "Say what?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, time to go home." Anyone else? You, uh-oh, that shot past me. Let me see if I can get that comment back. Did anyone else your A string on a June bug leg as a child flew it around like a bug kite? I know of my brothers who did it, but I never did that. I like catching the butterflies and the other bugs in a jar. The what they call it, the lightning bugs in a jar, and watch them light up. Yeah, tie. Crooked said tie a string. Yeah. Yeah, boys used to do that. They used to do all that crazy stuff. How they used to catch grasshoppers and stuff. Yeah, my grandmother used to get so mad at us using up all her mason jars, catching bugs and putting them in there. taking a nail and knocking holes in the top so they could breathe and stuff. Yeah, we used to do all that, catch butterflies, grasshoppers, lightning bugs, all that junk. But I seen my brother once tie a string to a bug. I don't know what kind of bug it was. I didn't ask him because I really didn't want to get that close. Oh, oh, Mike, what he said? Fly in your hair as you ride your bike. No, I always had a hat on. How are you? Oh, I'm hanging right now. I got my knee up on a pillow. It's a little swollen today. It's a little sore. I told my granddaughter, I was like, "What you got for pain?" That's like, the knee is acting up. So this crazy weather, from rain, the cold to the humidity, it's doing its toe. But I'm not letting it stop me. The lighty bugs, we call lightning bugs because they light up. And we catch them. They so nice. And they're very docile bugs. You catch them in your hand like that and drop them in your jar and whatever. They didn't bite or do nothing. They just fly around and light up. You can on a nice calm night, you just see them lighting up everywhere. It's just beautiful. We call them lightning bugs. Oh, y'all call them lighty bugs. Okay, we call them lightning bugs because they just like flash, and you'll see them go somewhere, then they flash here, flash there. So yeah. Well, cookies it might not in the hair. Yeah, I know. You're like, nah. I'll be like, I've gone home and looked in the mirror and seen a bug in my hair, and I just reach in there, pick it out, take it to the door, and let it out. Yeah, I'm not scared of bugs. I have a cousin, a male cousin. He's a big dude. There's nothing small about him, from his big head down to his big feet. I pick up a worm, I could run him from here to Shiola, screaming like a little girl, scared of worms. His sister did that to him, though. She used to torture him when he was little. But to see that big grown man, I'd be out in the garden, he'd be like, "Let me help you." Then he'll see a bug, he'd be like, "No, no, no." I'm just like, "Oh, are you serious, dude?" I'd be cracking up. Bishop, do you have comfrey? Pulse on your knee overnight does awesome things. And I do have comfrey, and I got mullein too. But what it is, it's the nerves right at the very top of my knee, above where they put my new knee in, and it's just like, oh, I'll try it though. I'll try anything if it helped me feel better. Believe me. Okay, Nikki said they call them lightning bugs too. Yeah, I got plenty of comfrey. Everybody didn't sent me comfrey. I done found some at the farmer's market. So I got comfrey now, the Wazoo comfrey and mullein. Didn't have any last year, but I got it this year. Yes, indeedy. Woo. My Yesterday we went to the picnic in the park, and it was nice. They had concerts in the park. And my grandbaby, my great grandbaby, she's talking so much better. She'll be 2 next month. And she came over to me. She said, "Hi, Nana. I love you." I thought I was gonna melt into my chair. She just kept coming over. "Hi, Nana. How are you? How you feeling, Nana? Can I have a kiss?" And then she's going, "Oh my goodness. It was so much fun yesterday." Yes, ma'am. Comfrey is a cell regenerator. Okay, thank you. The garden hoe. What's up? Hey, thank you for stopping in this evening. Appreciate you. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to the garden hoe. So, for the ones who are in the chat, what is your own personal method of how do you get rid of certain bugs in your garden? If you don't mind sharing your recipe with the rest of us, and it might help us, in regards to trying something new to get rid of the bugs. I'm trying to find my phone because my grandson, he took a picture of us that I didn't know that he was watching us at the time, and he sent it to me, and I thought it was the cutest thing. I was like, "Thank you," and I took some pictures of him too, and sent them to him. So we were sending pictures back and forth because my granddaughter had walked away. And so we were taking pictures of one another. Why did I do him? Okay. This is a picture I took of him with the baby up on his shoulders at the concert yesterday. This is a picture of me and my granddaughter. I was trying. Oh, this is the picture that he took. I thought was so quick, cute, of the baby kissing me, and he took the picture. So yeah, we had such a good time yesterday, and it wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was just right. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm seeing some good ones. Dishwater, dish liquid and water in a spray bottle. Okay, I've seen that. Horn, tomato worms get fed to the chickens. Yeah, but I don't have chickens. A cup of soapy water for the Japanese beetles. Yeah, I always put a little tab of bleach in there too. I was like, you, if you going, you going out. I'm taking you out. Water hose. I've seen a lot of people use the water hose to pressure from the hose, knocking everybody out the box. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, and this is another one where she kept trying to get my Fritos, and I kept saying, "No, you can't have the Fritos." And she's gone. Please. I was like, "No." Oh, we had such a really good time yesterday. It was nice. My leg was killing. I think that's part of it, sitting out in the park. But sorry, y'all. Pain just shot through my foot, my leg. Yeah, but we had a good time. But I'm seeing the biggest issue that most people, well, it's not an issue. A solution is soapy water in a spray bottle or your water hose on high pressure. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner, thank you for stopping in this evening. Hope you hit that like button coming in so you show me that you like me just a little bit. Will be greatly appreciated. Oh, shoot. I know what I meant to ask my granddaughter. I want my thumb ring back. She took my thumb ring before I went in the hospital for my surgery, and she never gave me my thumb ring back. I want my thumb ring back. I do, I do, I do. Yeah, I'm feeling naked. My thumb ring in ads. Oh, okay, Mike. Yeah, let him run. Let the ads run. I need all the paper I can get. That and some. Let them ads run. So yeah, I don't have a hose that fits over in the big garden, so I really have to depend on spray bottles to knock out, a lot of things. And like I said, in the evening after it rains, I'm not running up and down these stairs trying to spray nothing. Pick the hornworm off and then put them in soapy water. Yeah. For the ones who aren't scared of them, I seen some folks say, I can't take the worms off. I can't touch them. I can't touch them. I'd be laughing. It'd be funny to me. So I was like, okay. I figure like this, it's a bug. If I can get to it before it get to me, it's a wrap. He out. He's out, out, out. Thank you, Hudson. Yeah, so uh I haven't seen a horn worm in person other than in other people's gardens, and hopefully it stays that way. They can stay. When I went through my garden yesterday, I came home for a brief moment because I went to get a bottle of wine and a blanket to take it to the park. And I ran over to the garden for my granddaughter and them got here. And I don't know if it was the deer. I don't think it was a deer. I think it was a groundhog that came through the garden. And I have a pepper plant, a cayenne pepper plant. It ate all the top, all the new leaves right off the top. It still blossoms on it. And I actually got peppers on there about that big. He didn't touch that. And then my yellow boy tomato plant, the whole top is gone. I mean, it was big and luscious, and it's just all gone. They just ate it down. And so now I see I got okra that's coming up. My cucumbers is trying to vine. I have some more pepper plants over there, an eggplant. They haven't touched that yet. I hope they leave it alone. I got another pepper plant over there they haven't touched yet. So I got some sweet peppers over there. I got hot peppers over there. It's a touch and go. The garden host said, okay, it just took off. All right. Crooked Piece said, Miss Shirley, you will get a good chuckle about my first experience with the dreaded horned tomato worm. I bet I would. There got my brother from another mother. Hey, Bammit. Yeah, you out in the ground harvesting a little something, something. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Handle your business, as my mama used to always say. Yeah, so I got some things growing, but my window boxes, I, I I'm not gonna tell y'all about them because they starting to pop now. So, and I got a couple of more. I got two more. Two or three. Three. No, I got two more up here that I could plant some more veggies in. And I found my long, skinny window boxes. I am putting my flowers in that because it's too shallow to really add anything other than maybe lettuce or maybe some radishes or something. I don't eat radishes anymore like I used to, so no big deal. Lettuce, yeah, I put that in my green stock. But then my neighbor gave me three deep flower boxes, and a girlfriend gave me another one of her flower boxes that she don't want anymore, and it's got a inside water reservoir. So I'm finna plant them up. Yeah. Oh, married. All right. In my garden is a snake. Corner, what kind of snake it is? I got garter snakes, so I'm used to them. I never ever grew a decent bell pepper. Oh, girl, check my videos. I got some nice bell peppers. I love bell peppers. I have bell peppers everywhere. I love bell peppers. Ain't that right? Broke like bell peppers too. Oh, he's driving. Okay, but listen now. All right, thank you for tuning in, bro. My internet son. I appreciate you. Hope to see you next year at the Soil Family Expo. I'm really working hard because next year will be the 5th year, and I know they're gonna do a bang up job for 5 years. Yeah, Cheryl, be positive. This year might be it. I mean, you had a bang up, excuse me, a harvest on your peaches and your plums, so maybe you might do it on the peppers too. Think positive. I have to grow peppers. I just love bell peppers fresh out the garden. They're so full of flavor and they're so fragrant. Oh my goodness. I have a pepper plant at the side door, and every time you walk past, it just wafts past your nose because it's organic. There's no insecticides or pesticides or any kind of sides on it. It's just el natural, and it just smells so good, and the taste is just as hearty as the smell in itself. Last year I had Tabasco and paprika peppers. I don't have them this year, but I had them last year. Um, oh wow, that just shot. Crooked Peach said the paprika peppers are looking great to see. Okay, all right. Grand afternoon. Hey, Regina Wayne, how are you? Yeah, I enjoy watching your videos, watching your plants, doing that aquaponics. Yeah, Southern Texas. Ooh, yeah, it is. I feed my insects pests to my bluegill fish and my aquaponics system. Yeah. See, y'all have critters that y'all can feed all that little extra too. I've seen y'all take spent, brassicas or some kind of plants, old berries or what have you, and toss them to your birds, and they really enjoy it. I'm a total fruit tree field. Oh no. I just got them all. Yeah, well, that's all right. You're gonna keep trying. I know you're not gonna stop. Yes, sir. Your package is on the way. Okay. So yeah, we all have pests of some kind. We all have critters, and not all critters are from the woods. Sometimes our pets can get into our gardens. I've seen dogs digging holes so deep, digging up stuff, trying to go after a gopher or something or chasing a squirrel or whatever. And they can be just as bad as the critters that you don't see, So, I've seen, people when they're doing videos and their pets is in the yard, and I can hear them say, all right, get out of there. Leave that alone. Quit eating that. Quit what you chewing. So your own pets, even though you love them and they're pretty much obedient, but they can be a little destructive too. Because I've seen some pets that if you didn't stay on them, they dug up the whole garden. Cookie said, "No, I'm not a quitter. I'm tenacious." Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what keeps you going now. Yeah, some are two-legged too. You're right. Cause who was I watching? I was watching Cozy Corner, Kim's Cozy Corner. She got this netting over her peach tree because she said last year somebody came and took every single peach off her tree. And she know it wasn't nothing but a two-legged animal. And I was like, wow, that was bold. I mean, she said they took every peach off that tree. So she's got that tree on lockdown. I have to fence around my garden. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got them big old German shepherds. They can just knock over stuff. And don't be mean and no harm. But that's just the nature of the beast, as they say. So, yeah. So there's so many different ways that we try to protect our food, try to encourage it to grow. You got, your soap, your water, your hose. You got sprays, you got powders. You try to add netting. And, I see a lot of y'all with the nettings. They got the zip cover to keep them out your brassicas and other plants and stuff, and it works. But it's a lot of work. You got to make sure that the cover measures tight enough and all the way to the ground so they can't find a way to get in. And as soon as you harvest, you got to make sure nothing hopefully followed you in while you have the zippers open, doors open, and you got to remember to zip them back up before you leave up out of there. I have more two-legged critters in the inner city. Yeah, my neighbor's been pretty good though. They watch out. They'll holler, Miss Shirley, somebody's in your garden. So if they're in my garden, they new in the neighborhood. But I got all kinds of signs saying no trespassing. But some people act like they can't read. But I let them know don't do that. Hey, growing what I eat, Gwen. What's up? Driving and listening to you, sweetheart. Thank you. Keep your eyes on the road and be safe out there. And enjoying your videos too. Crooked said, comfrey and wood chips have changed my garden for the better. Yeah, I got all these wood chips out here that's breaking down that I really want to get in the garden. I want to put them out even when they wet because that means they got moisture in them and it keeps from the top of the soil around your plants from drying out and they can absorb the moisture as they get dry. So, yeah, I normally put wood chips and stuff or mulch around my plants to help slow down evaporation of the water, especially after rain. That's when I like to put them down. That way it holds in that moisture and it helps keep the weeds down and it's breaking down. And I mix it in the soil in the fall. So they have a lot of benefits to them. But I tell you, this knee is driving me bananas because I can't do a third of the stuff I want to do. But that's okay because next year I'm going if I'm not like the bionic woman, something gonna happen positive. You know, the guy that I had helping me work in the yard, he found out it was really work. He thought he was just gonna come out and do this, that, and the third. About the third day, he disappeared, which is fine because actually I got a lot of work out of him before he decided to disappear. I didn't work him like a Hebrew slave, and I didn't let him do it by himself. I worked alongside of him the best that I could. And I think I did a pretty doggone good job. So I got a lot accomplished, and I'm not too mad about the progress I made before he decided not to come back. So it was somewhat of a win-win situation. All right, Bamit. Take care, sweetheart. Uh, Next year, I'm investing in more netting to save fall gardening. Now that's another subject right there. I done found out a lot of people said that bird netting is not as strong as they would like it to be because I've seen squirrels with their sharp claws, and I've had groundhogs and raccoons rip up that netting like it wasn't nothing. I had netting around my fruit trees and they ripped holes up in them fruit trees and got still got the fruit. So it's according on how heavy duty or industrial that bird netting or whatever kind of netting that you use around your fruits and veggies, because it's not always as dependable as you think it is. Believe me, ask me how I know. Uh, you do the same. Okay, just giving a reply back to Banner. Yeah, so yeah, I've watched who was I watching today? I think I was watching Jamaica. And she was saying in regards to that bird netting that it wasn't effective for her, and she used shade cloth to put over her chicken run, to keep the shades down and keep from the overhead hawks and stuff from getting in and swooping down on her chickens and what have you. So yeah, everybody has their own method on how they protect their flock, whether it's quail or chickens or turkeys or ducks or geese, and your veggies. Oh, everybody's saying good night to Bammit. So yeah, so it depends on what you want to invest in. And a lot of people were saying in regards to investing in shade cloth, some people say, oh, you only need 30%. And I was like, it's according to where you live makes a difference, because some people I know and seen, they have gone up to 70% on the shade cloth because of the intensity of the sun. 30% was just like putting a sheet on something when you really needed a blanket. So again, it depends on where you live, um, what kind of area your garden may be in, because if it's in full sun, it's going to take a full sun hit. Crooked Peach said they sell a brand of bird netting at Tractor Supply. Pretty heavy duty, but pricey. Yeah, of course. Being a gardener, people think it's cheap. There's some things you can get on the cheap that work, than others. If you want certain results, you're going to have to dig a little deeper than what you want to, but it works. I have tool too. I have tool. Yeah, and I've had them rip that tool apart like it was Kleenex and toilet paper. I had too much problems with the tree squirrels, what they call tree rats. I don't have that much problem. My biggest issue is groundhogs, raccoons, and deer. The deer get the top, the raccoons get the middle, and the groundhogs get the base. So they can take, I can have a 6 foot plant when I walk out. When I go back out there the next day, it might be a foot tall. So yeah, it depends. Yeah, and I've had some bird netting on my fruit trees, and a bird got tangled up in it and died. I didn't get upset. I was like, you shouldn't have been in here. And then when I came back the next day, the bird was gone. So something actually ripped up my netting and got the bird out. Wasn't me. Bird was gone. It wasn't even there. So I don't know who got it, who ripped it open, who got it out, and where it disappeared to. At that point, I didn't care. Shelter, we don't have those critters where I live. Remember, mine's are two-legged. Well, see, there's a park at the end of my street. My street doesn't go all the way through. At the stop sign, you either got to turn left or right. That's it. Can't go straight through. It's a huge fence. It's a park. So at 2 and 3 in the morning, it's like night at the museum. You'll see everything coming out. Yeah, I want a crooked pitch. I want a electric fence, not just the netting. I want the fence to go all the way around my garden, but I don't have electric fence money. I do. I've seen Justin them with their electric fences around their birds and stuff in their farm, and I would like to have electric fence. I really seen how well it works for them, and I think that would help for me too. But like everything that you want that's really going to be helpful for you, it's got a price tag on it. Ah, look who's here. My internet son, ARD. Hey, baby. How are you?
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Money in
Oh,
the chat. Money in the chat. Chat,
thank you
chat,
so
chat, chat,
much.
chat, chat. Woohoo.
Thank you so
Motivation for
much.
the
I
motivators.
appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Woohoo. Thank you so much, ARD. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Nice seeing you. I know you're a busy man. You are, you are, you are. I'm just glad to see you when you pop up in other folks' lives, but you popped up in your mom's tonight, and thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Those just in meats are about 300 each. Ah, ooh, okay. You put price tags on it I wasn't even looking for. Ouch. In the early part of the year. Thank you. ARD, I appreciate you, sweetie, so much. I do, I do, I do. Early part of the year, I had a few extra dollars with the change, and I bought some of that heavy duty landscaper cloth, and that's what I got down now. And I had got the pins and stuff last year. Every time I get two pennies together, I was ordering certain stuff and putting it away. And then I pulled it out and I was like, wow, I had a lot more than I thought I did. And I'm putting it down. So cutting down on reading is a big chore that's takes less time. You can put your energy towards doing other things in your garden other than weeding. So that was real nice. Pretty girl. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Yeah, so it's little things that I'm doing now that's kind of cool to me that I'm thinking outside the box. And I just love it. Like right now, our street is tore up. They're putting in all new water lines. And the guys were digging in front of the house next door and they pulled this huge boulder out the road. No one knew it was down there. And I saw the crane operator and I was like, "Can I have that?" And he looked at me and I was like, "Seriously, can I have that boulder?" He's like, "Sure." And he's the boss. I just happened to be talking to the boss. Hey, Barb Brownlee, nice to see you this evening. Thank you for coming in. Hope you hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. So I said, I would take that boulder and they're right in front of the garden, the big garden. He said, "Where you want?" I said, "Right where you got it." And I said, "If you find any more, bring them down here." And he was like, "You sure?" I said, "Absolutely." So I'm getting free boulders for the yard and I want to scrub them down and spray paint them different bright colors like yellow and pink and orange as a highlighter at a spot for the garden. So they was like happy with it because three things they won't have to do. One, they won't have to haul it, trying to find somewhere to uh, dispose of it. Two, it's less room they taking up in the truck when they leave out of there because that'll be the only thing left because they once they dump all the rock fill, then they would have to load all those stones. And three, they saw how happy I was about asking, "Can I have them?" So I got a real good deal on the side. Once they get it all together and finish the street, because once they finish all this work, then they're gonna have to repave the whole street. So it's gonna be really nice once they finish. But and when they started marking, I was like, "Are you digging up my front yard?" And they was like, "No, just doing the curb." I said, "Oh, I can deal with the curb as long as you didn't come past the sidewalk." Yes, it's a mess. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate seeing you. Make sure you hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, so hopefully there's a few more spots with some bowling because it's a big one. I ain't kidding. I mean, it's like it's big. I was tickled pink because when I went by, I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "What y'all gonna do with that?" He said, "We're gonna haul it away." I said, "Can I have it?" And he looked at me. I said, "You sure?" "Absolutely." He said, "Where you want it?" And I told him. He's like, I was like, "Oh." I said, "If you got any more, I'll take them too." Yeah, boulders cost an arm and a leg now. That one boulder, I know that's $1,000 to $1,500 easy, easy. And I was like, I'm getting it for free and getting it out of their way. Heck yeah. I hope they find a few more to be truthful. I know I'm gonna have kids jumping up, standing on them, but I'm gonna let their parents worry about paying for the broken legs and whatever for falling off of them. Yeah. But like I was saying though, everybody have problems with critters. Each state have their own influx of bugs, you know. Like I've seen the flying cockroach that are in Florida, and I've seen them down in Georgia in certain parts and what have you. So everybody got their own set of bugs, their own personal kind of bugs because of their weather, especially if you don't get any cold weather. They don't go into hibernation. These bugs are out all year round. They don't really go into hibernation. They just slow down production, but they're still there. So yeah. So like this pink bug we got here, I thought that this winter would kill them off, but it didn't. And I'm just seeing the little babies. They're little babies and they're black with white dots all over them. So as they mature, the colors change because they're pink and black and white. So I'm seeing these little babies everywhere. I was like, doggone it. I was hoping they wouldn't come back this year. Because when they infiltrate a tree or a building, they drop this sticky sap like, and it's all over everything. They had coated all my leaves that was on the side of the house there, my big dinner plate size hibiscus, and I was trying to cover what was that, a blueberry bush over there, and the vegetable garden over there. I couldn't even put anything on it because they were actually all on top of the soil, and it's hard to get rid of them. I'm trying to figure out what can you sprinkle on them to kill them because they're new in our state, in our country. So yeah. Hey, she sunshine. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for stopping in to see and appreciate. Nice seeing you. Yes, it's a mess said the insects haven't hit me too hard yet. Give them a minute. Sylvia said flying cockroaches, mosquitoes, and ants. Yeah, that's some serious stuff there. And I've seen a lot of those ants. They bite. Who was it one day? In CC Texas garden, and she was in her garden and she didn't see an ant hill, and they was tearing her butt. She's ah! I've heard about the red ants. We got them big black ones here, and we got the little brown ones. The little brown ones they bite more than the big black ones do. Yeah. Yes, it's messy, except the mosquitoes are vicious. Yeah, I see mosquitoes bite through clothing. These mosquitoes. I saw one in the house the other day. I was like, how did it get in the house? The cat left the screen door open when she went out on the porch. That bad boy was that big. It landed on the stove in the kitchen. I was washing dishes. I went to turn around and wipe the stove on. He was. I was like, whoa. Where did you come from? I had he almost looked like a daddy long leg. I hadn't seen a mosquito that big and God knows when. I was like, oh, you got to go. I was scared to lay down and go to sleep or do anything. I was like, because they can light on you and you don't feel them until after they pierce you, and then it's too late. Yeah, so these bugs are getting bigger and they're more vicious and they don't mind fighting, taking over your territory in your yard. The front porch gardener, thank you. Where you been? You've been missing. You've been MIA. Oh, nice to see you this evening. I appreciate you. Saying hello to everybody. Yeah, so because at one time I know last year everybody was complaining about snakes that you couldn't go outside in slides or flip flops. You better have some boots on and tall ones at that because the snakes is popping up everywhere. And I know CC always complained about snakes cutting them weeds down because she said you can't see them, you know. So yeah, that issue I don't have. I had the little garter snakes. I've never had the big snakes like you guys have. Glad I don't. Hope I don't ever have that problem. She is sunshine said those bugs are here. I'm so over it all. I'm spraying some pesticides. We at war. Yeah, but that's just it. I haven't figured out what, or I haven't heard. What is that? The health department say in regards to what, how to get rid of them. Are they acceptable to what kind of bug sprays or whatever? We had those long-legged mosquitoes that don't bite. Uh-uh. No, these bite. These like they got jackhammers. They light on you. It's like they get you. Right, Mama showing me. Hate mosquitoes. Bass has been having. Okay, there you go. The chat keep jumping on me. ARD again. Thank you, sweetie. Oh
Why,
my
thank
goodness.
you.
Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Money in the chat. Chat. Chat.
Oh,
Chat.
the
Chat.
chat
Chat.
keep
Chat.
taking off on me.
Woohoo! Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Why, thank you.
I don't know if it did the thank you money thing or not, but thank you, ARD. I appreciate you. I do. I do. I do. Oh, Mike said, okay. All right. Thank you so much. So yeah, we got each state got their own insect or bug or some kind that you would like to exnate. You know what I'm saying? That you hope they don't never come back. I know a lot of people are still trying to figure out when to excuse me, plant their squash. Plant it too early or plant it too late. Oh, I got lemongrass I planted this year too. And excuse me, and then I also had gotten some seeds for what is that one mosquito plant they always have out? My memory comes and goes. It'll come to citronella. I got it. Citronella plant. I got seeds for that too as well to help out. What bugs are those that attack the hibiscus? I don't know, sweetheart, because I haven't had any attack my hibiscus. My hibiscus have been fine. It did. Dolores is on it. Okay, thank you, GT. I know she be behind the scenes. My video shows the effect the bugs have on our fruit. Yeah. Yeah. And even Broke was showing how the bugs have attacked his fruit trees, how they was tearing them up. And I was like, I think I got some that hit my Honey Crisp. Yeah, they're not looking good this year. And I'm seeing all those little spots on them. And I was like, dang, I hate that. But you say you're a mosquito mag. And I found out that mosquitoes normally get attracted to people with type, was it type O? The most common one, blood type. Money did pop up. Okay, thank you. She is sunshine. All right, I wasn't sure. Citronella, yeah, it came to me. So I got a bunch of those seeds. So yeah, next year I'm gonna sprinkle them all the way around the house and see how they do for that. Cause I like to sit out on my porch a lot, and to be out there bug free is cool. But I have actually citronella candles to put out there that I use. The Asian beetles just hatch the lantern bug worms. Okay, yeah. Ah, so yeah, we I thought that the winter would kill them off, but I guess they had winter coats because they sure came back, and them babies is everywhere. They're little black beetles, and they got all these little white dots. And I was like, as they get older, that pink streak will come in there. So give them another month or two, and they won't be babies anymore. But I'm trying to figure out what do they do. I know, like I said, they drop that sap, but I don't know if it's what are they sucking the life out of certain vegetation or what? Oh, positive. Okay, thank you, Sylvia. I'm O plus. Well, plus 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 because they keep shutting. Oh, I know the Japanese beetle will attack the hibiscus roses and the rose of Sharon bushes. Well, they tore up my roses, but they haven't messed with my hibiscus. So I don't know if it's a certain variety they like and won't because my hibiscus blooms are absolutely gorgeous with not a hole in them anywhere. That's Mars said that mosquito plant doesn't work for me. Okay. And that's another thing. Everybody different. Everybody different. Some folks, like I actually use Presbyterian. She gave me a, um, mm, an insect repellent lotion the last time I was down there. But I also found out that peppermint, if I put on the peppermint oil on my arms, on my back of my neck, along with that, I don't even worry. Bugs like they come towards me, you hear them go, is it? And then they go somewhere else. So yeah. Ooh, the beetles are all over my Rose of Sharon. I don't like Rose of Sharon's. I used to, but Rose of Sharon, once they start dropping seeds, they pop up everywhere. They can be invasive. They can take over your yard real quick. That's what aphids do. These sticky stuff on the plant. Yeah, and that's when the ants come out because the ants come out for that sticky stuff that the aphids leave behind. So one animal cleans up behind another one. Yeah, but I haven't seen anything go after those. What's the lantern bugs is coming out. I think this is my our second year dealing with them, so I really like to find out what I could do to sprinkle or spray so that they can get out that tree because they just drop. It just drops everywhere in the backyard. I had to move my green stock from it and put covers over stuff because it was just everywhere. It's just nasty. Hey, Veggie Farming, how are you, sweetie? I really enjoyed your video of the tour of your yard. It was so nice. You had so much stuff tucked in every little nook and cranny up in there. You got stuff behind stuff behind stuff. And that's nice, especially when you keep up with all of it. She Sunshine said these mosquitoes think off means on when it comes to me. They don't stay off, say they just like that was the appetizer before they get to the main course. That's funny. All right, that's Mara said, well, Sylvia, that's those mosquitoes have fun with me. My blood type is O. But you a male, so yeah, might be a difference. It might be your testosterone, as they say. You might be going after who knows what story. You know what? I wonder if bugs get together and say, "Did you know I hit that one over there?" She was all right. You know, y'all ought to go there and tap it too. Oh, I wonder what kind of conversations bugs have. But yeah, I was over at her house last night. She was out in the yard. We had a good time. Veggie saying hello to everybody. Sylvia said, I cannot go out without some kind of spray on or I will get eaten alive. Yeah, that can happen. Uh, the front porch guard. Is anyone seeing a spotted lanternfly in their garden? Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. The babies are out now. They're little tiny and they look like little beetles and they're all black with white dots all over them. It's the babies. So yeah, hey, Bedazzling Designs. Thanks for stopping in this evening. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our subject tonight is how do you combat the insects? I can never remember it. And other critters in your garden. You know, everybody has their own way of combating the insects. Hey, the New Orleans gardener, how are you? I can't chat, but I see you all. Okay. Oh, you female. I'm sorry, my bad. Did I mess that up? Okay. My apologies. Don't want to change anybody's gender around here. It's enough of that already going on without me trying to step in there. She is such. I think those mosquitoes do recommend me to their buddies. Yeah, they be leaning up getting it done. I wonder what she tastes like tonight. What was she eating? Let me go over there and tap her in a little something, something. Say Sabone to Tina. So yeah, so everybody got bugs. Like I know in Tina's garden, she got garlic and onions planted everywhere, and adding whatever other herbs or veggies that she does interplanting in as well. 7B, others, and white ones. What? LGGG, all that's running together. What are you saying? Tighten that up for me. 7B, what? Other and white ones. I don't get it. Other red and white ones. Tighten that up for me. Sylvia, okay. I wear layers and then a mosquito suit, and I still try to spray something on me. I also wear latex gloves under my gardening gloves to keep them off me in this Texas heat. Girl, it's a wonder you don't fall out from the Texas heat with all that on. Seem like you would be suffocating. There would be no air circulating. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm glad I'm not in what they call them toasty states. Yeah, like Cali and Texas and no, excuse me. Okay, some of you Florida and all these other states where y'all shaking, baking, frying over there. I don't care what y'all say about Ohio, but we are the best location in the nation. Whew, I can't deal with all y'all dealing with. Uh-uh. Think I'd be like GT. I'd be up in Alaska where you ain't got all them issues because that's just too much. LGG said, not me. It's all lanterns. It's now red. Oh, red and white. Mine's was pink and white. They ain't changed colors on us. Okay, Tina, have a good evening. Thank you for stopping by. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. These mosquitoes here will bite through clothes. These mofos have needles. You call them mofos. Now, now, now. Oh, oh. She says, I say, if I pass out, those bastards won't be able to find me. They won't want you at that point. They be scared to take you out. Oh, yes, it's a Miss Carter said, I wear long sleeves and long pants that are baggy to try to keep the mosquitoes off. Cotton clothes out here. Yeah, we have mosquitoes, but they not quite that bad. So according on where you live at, some mosquitoes they are weather conscious. They not that bad here in Ohio. Early in the morning, I get out in the garden before it get warm. Once I start sweating, then I come in the house. I cut it short. I don't try to force myself to stay out there because I already broke out. I'm just not clearing up from heat rash where I was itching. I was like a newborn baby. I was broke out all over. I was like, oh, won't do that again. I believe these mosquitoes spread the word. Yeah. Uh-huh. They sent somebody over. You can grow some in Vegas. You just got to take a lot of practice and a lot of work. Because I know when I went to Vegas, yeah, I was burned up during the day and wearing a fur coat at night. So I been there, done that. Yes, it's a mess said they sure do bite through clothes. That's why I'm baggy clothing it. Yeah, well, I'm mosquitoes ain't gangster. Y'all got ghetto mosquitoes. I ain't never heard mosquitoes that tough. Where you got to put your body on lockdown just to go out in the garden. Woo! Miss J.K. Gardner says for snails and slugs, I started using copper tape recommended by T-Nog and growing out the box. Yeah, I did that a long time ago. Will surely bite through clothes. I learned the hard way. Wow. Um, Barb said I wear citronella bands, original skin so soft. Dollar Tree tight Listerine splash on my long sleeve shirt and long pants, gloves, and big fly. My goodness, y'all had to be dressed for war before y'all could go out in your yard. I'm so glad it ain't that bad here. Woo, that is rough. Mosquitoes will fly in my eye if he can't bite my skin. Dang. Woo. What kind of mosquitoes y'all got? Sylvia said, I see the lantern flies feed on the sap in the plants. They kill fruit trees and grapes. Okay. Fruit trees, I got. Grapes, I don't. PIA, what's up, baby? How are you? Yeah, that's okay. I'm watching this now. I'll show you when I can. Yeah, that's all right. I enjoy you stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button and show me that you like it. Just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Yeah, so yeah, the bugs is bad everywhere, but everybody has their own particular bugs. I know last year, it seemed like each year, certain bugs become more popular than the year before. Like the Japanese beetles was bad last year. I seen people buy those Japanese beetle traps, and they were filling them up. They were so bad. And sure, they straight up thugs. Dare you to come outside unprepared? It's like target practice. Hey, Frugal Mama, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping in. The guard host said, I'm heading out, but I'm listening. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming through. Have a good evening. That was supposed to say, I chime in when I can. That's okay. Between autocorrect and typing, sometimes that happens, but I understand. Barb says, I live on in a wooded area with many trees plus critters. Yeah, I got him here. Right now, I'm listening to um, the early sounds of the raccoons. They'll be coming out shortly. As soon as the sun set, they'll be out there. You're going to hear them clicking. Betty says, I think a lot of people are experiencing Texas style heat this year, and I'm happy to share. Okay. Now you can keep that. I don't need to be a crispy critter. I got a tan already. I was like, oh, I ain't got black early this year. I was like, whoo, out there in the sun early in the morning. They wait for you at the door. So as they hear your door shut, they coming out going, meow. And that was the scout letting everybody else know she's out. She's out. She's unprotected. She don't have on no long sleeves or long pants. What's wrong with her? Don't she know we sitting out here just waiting on them to come out? But all the stuff y'all have to put on to go out in your yard, I would have passed out just from all that stuff on from the heat. I'm still having hot flashes and stuff. I can't stand too many clothes. I'll be ready to come off out of this as soon as I say goodnight on the on the live. Oh Lord, here we go. There go David. What's that, Corey? David Corey with crop. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you. And y'all know y'all was silly last week with the watermelon wars. Oh my goodness. Y'all just cut up so bad. Oh, the chat just jumped. Everybody now join this awesome chat. Yeah. Ooh. Right. I got to change positions. I can only leave this leg in this one position for so long. And then I have to. All right. Switch it out. Sylvia. Yeah. So David, what kind of bugs you got in your garden? I know you got chickens, so you could serve your chickens a lot of stuff. I seen them out there pecking the other day, throwing some stuff out there. Chickens will scratch and eat. So they'll get up all your bugs. And I seen a lot of folks who let their chickens free range for a minute because they will clear out all the ticks and other bugs that might be or fleas that's in your ground. Kind of clean them up. I've had hot flashes too, Miss Shirley. I stick a portable fan under my hat. I got one of them things that go around my neck. I put some more batteries because I didn't ran it. So they are so mad. And I had my mosquito suit on, the high sea boots, and latex gloves under my garden gloves. They so salty because they can't get a piece of you. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I got an extra fan, a new one I bought right here. That while I'm sitting here, if I need some extra power, I can put it right here. And it can be hitting me in my face or wherever. Yes. Woo, we know how to cool down when it comes to hot flashes. I saw one, what was it, a YouTube short where they had this woman, she's bald headed. I mean, literally bald headed. And she was outside at I guess at a basketball game or something for one of the kids, and you can see the steam, literal steam coming off her. She was having a hot flash, and it was cooler weather. It was hilarious, but I know how she felt. Ooh, David said I have vine borers, but I started letting my chickens free range backyard. Yeah, so they picking them off before they get a chance to get into your fruit. Because I was watching Homestead Heart and a few other folks where the vine borer was just going through the garden, was just hitting everything. I think they was hitting Broke's yard too. So yeah. And people are trying to figure out when is the best time to plant their squash that the vine borer doesn't come out. Like some people say the end of July, but then I don't know if the season is long enough for them to get the fruit they want, or what is this, June? So in early May or the end of April, at least get it in the ground and hopefully it will be in flourishing before then. Really hot or same as multiple layers. Well, I ain't never heard of mosquitoes or the bee. You keep on sharing that Texas heat. Mike's gonna outgrow all you all watermelons. Luis Fernando. Is that Psalms 146? Hubby. I've been missing Psalms. Frugal Mama said, dang, I know that is hot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like one day it was hot outside. I had broke out in a sweat. I didn't know which one it was from, the heat or the hot flash. Uh-oh, Cece's in here. Her ears must have been burning. Yeah. Barbara saying hello to everybody. Yeah, Cece was talking about y'all keep that Texas heat. All of that. I got my okra coming up, Cece. I hope I can get some before the animals get to it. Between the animals and the aphids. I hope I can get some. I got a sunflower, a mammoth sunflower that's this big already. I got to transplant it. It's in a pot, and I know it's not going to be in that pot too long. Yep, I knew. I knew some. Psalms, I knew. I've been missing you. When you say surprise, ain't no surprise. But nice to see you. Really, it is. Yeah, so I want to take it out of there and get it in the ground, just see how big it is. Cause I grew one before, and the head was like this big. It was huge. It was so big it snapped after a while because the head was so heavy. Are you doing it from the bushes? Yeah, well, I'm always gonna cheer for my Midwest, but I doubt you will outgrow a Texan. Yeah, well, everything grow big in Texas, including your buds. So y'all keep them there, okay? Keep all of them. Some of y'all said, I fought the vine borer, got my candy roaster, lemon squash, zucchini, yellow squash, so they can have the plants now. Ooh, say you got what you wanted from it. Say, what's ever left, they can come and knock themselves out. Uh-huh. All right. Thank you, Cece. Well, I'll put it like this. Until I can actually do a video showing that I'm harvesting from it's growing, I just hope that I can get some before the animals get to it. Leave me a little something, something. I had 3 okra plants that I had gotten from the farmer's market, and I left them out and forgot to put them up. I came back, 2 of them were totally stripped, and only one had one little leaf left. I put that one up high, and it's trying to come back. So, well, hopefully, I can get some okra from that one. Uh, I was okay with the snow first time. I got to enjoy getting a couple of days off work because it was snowing. Snow days here. That's part of our living here in Northeast Ohio. Yeah, snow days. Be looking forward to them. Everybody saying hello to one another. I appreciate it. I see my girl D is back. Yeah, I got a tool, but it takes a lot to put all that stuff together. What do you want? Mike, your girl is here. What? No, I'm on the live right now. I'll get you when I'm through, okay? She mad at me because I've been gone to my granddaughter's for the last couple of days, so she been here at the house by herself. So she a little salty right here, right now. She'll get over it. Yeah, that tool, that's a lot of work trying to. I see people with hoops over their gardens and the tool and the zip ties and stuff. That's a lot of work because getting it on is fine because you're gonna leave that on for a minute. But then when you have to go in there and check, especially if you see like something's already got it up in there, Like sometimes it doesn't have to be the moth. It could be slugs or snails that will get up in your plants, and they just as bad. So you have to go in there and try to clean all that out. It's just so much work. People don't understand. Gardening can be quite rewarding, but it also can be a lot of hard work and a hassle. So, but the rewards is just phenomenal. You can't get any fresher than eating out of your garden. You can't get any fresher like when Gina was here and I took over in a big garden and we were standing there eating blueberries. She's like, "No, you eat that." I said, "No, I'm gonna split these," and I'm taking blueberries off my bush and handing it to her, and we're eating them straight off the bush. We weren't worried about, insecticides and all that other stuff. And they were so sweet and were so ripe and so good. I mean, when you grabbed them, they was just falling in your hand. So now my thornless blueberry, has dropped all its flowers and it's starting to fruit. So I hope I can try them. I didn't get them last year. The animals got to them last year. I just taste one this year just to taste to see what it tastes like. I'll be all right. Yeah, that was Miss Annie. And right now she saw, you should have seen the side eye she just gave me before she walked away. She wasn't too happy. I'm sorry. But I don't just sit around the house. I go places and I do things. Sylvia said, I have plenty of squash and zucchini in the freezer. We don't eat it that often, so we have plenty. Okay, but that's nice though that you can have it. I like to cut up my green zucchini. It's really fussy. Yeah. Um, I like to slice up green zucchini and the yellow squash together, my yellow crookneck squash together, and saute that down with some onions and garlic, and pour it over some rice or either mashed potatoes. Ooh, make you want to slap somebody. It'd be so good. I'll be just like you be sitting there, don't have to have any meat, just have the veggies, and you be sitting there going, you be humming because it be tasting so good. Okay, let me get back up in here. I'm just trying to catch some of this. Sylvia said, I fought the vine border, got my candy roaster, lemon squash, zucchini, elsewhere. Oh, I read that already. Okay. I'm just trying to catch on something. She's Sunshine's saying, Luis Fernando Torres Lopez. Well, I am always going to cheer for my Midwest, but I doubt you will outgrow a Texan. Ooh, uh-oh, snap. You all didn't keep the snow. No, we didn't. We share. We like spreading around. We ain't selfish around here. The Northeast, we good about sharing snow with anybody who wants some. We ain't funny like that. We want y'all to know what it's like. All you ones talking about, it's hot in Texas. It's hot in Texas. Yeah, you keep your heat in Texas. See how well that works for you. Y'all gonna get snow this year too. Come November, December. In some states, the colder states is getting warmer, and the warmer states gonna start getting colder. So y'all better get y'all some winter coats and boots and buckle up, baby, because y'all finna go for a wild ride. Yeah, it's snowing in states that's never snowed before. Y'all didn't know how to act. Y'all didn't have no salt for the streets and nothing. Y'all was going crazy. Closing schools, closing jobs. Y'all didn't know what to do with yourself. And us folks sitting up here in the north or any state that gets snow, excuse me, like Minnesota and Michigan and Connecticut and Boston and Ohio, the states that got snow. We were sitting back here laughing at y'all. That was funny. Y'all didn't know what to do with yourselves. Y'all had blackouts, whiteouts. Y'all, we were sitting there like, they tripping. They tripping real hard. It's just some snow. What's wrong with these people? We were sitting here cracking up at y'all like, okay. While y'all talking about all these states with the coldness. Y'all got a little taste of that, didn't know how to act. So on the back of y'all closet, get y'all some boots and some parkas and some other stuff and be ready for the next one, because that's not going to be the last time it's going to upset your history. about snowfall. Because I remember when the snow fell in, what was it, South Carolina, down there where Liv's at. Liv was outside it, and he's like, "It ain't snowed here," and yada 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 years. And I just be laughing at y'all. Some of y'all enjoyed it because it was gone before 12 or 1 o'clock, but you still got it. Y'all sitting in the house watching it. Mike says, I'm going to harvest some greens Saturday. Craving now. Oh, yeah. Oh, LGGG Love says, we got a thunderstorm. Yeah. They saying 1 inch of rain is coming our way. So let it come. Anytime I don't have to water my garden, I'm happy. Yeah, Sylvia said, me too, Mike. I have them in the freezer and jars. Ain't nothing like fresh greens because they cook down so fast and they are so sweet. Sometimes I can eat up the pot of greens before it's even time to put the rest of the meal to them because they be so good. LGG says, can't wait to go outside and pick fruits before the birds get. Yeah, I was out yesterday and I was squeezing. I got 2 little peaches and they starting to turn red, and I've been squeezing them and they still hard. I just hope I can get to them before the squirrels or anybody else do, because there's only 2 on there that made it. So yeah. Mike said I'll overseed my greens, so I need to thin some. I thinned mine out the other day. Yep. I thinned out the seedlings. They're not big enough yet to harvest yet, but when they do, I'm gonna be ready. LGG says, I thought squirrels was digging my plants until I realized it was raccoons. Yeah, I thought so too. Raccoons look for grubs in the dirt. Raccoons came and pulled out. When David said, stop cursing. Snow back in Texas. Snow back in Texas. Oh, oh, that's funny. But yeah, snow is a 4-letter word. I know everybody talk about it, but Mike, you know what I'm talking about. We used to it. That ain't no big deal. I done planting till middle of August. It's getting too hot. Okra, peppers, beans, potatoes can stay. Everything else got to go. Resting beds for fall. Hey, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know how your garden is. You know how your weather is. I know a lot of folks shut down after a certain period of time because, excuse me, because they know that it's too hot. I don't care if you water your plants morning, noon, and night. It's not going to be enough. They still won't be able to tolerate the heat, and you're not going to get the crop you're looking for. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that tripped out New Orleans when they had Louisiana got that snow. Yeah. Well, David said those squirrels going to wait you out, and when you go in the house, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, Frugal Mama said it just started raining here. Yeah, it's rain is coming heading our way. I ain't mad at it. Anytime it rains, I don't have to try to go down them stairs, go out the water. Jack, good for me. I don't have a problem with it. David said, "Come on, right now, David. Where you at? I know you guys probably need rain with all the heat you have, but does the humidity go through the roof? I mean, does it rain enough to really saturate the ground? Because I know sometimes it can rain and it can rain so hard the ground can't absorb the rain as fast as it's coming down. And sometimes this might be only the first inch and a half of the soil that actually gets wet. Because I know I've gone out and checked my garden after a rainstorm and put in and pulled the dirt back. It was still dry underneath because it rained so hard, it was just bouncing off. Hmm. I don't have any of me doing the whole thing of me canning. Ah, okay. Yeah. Everybody with the extreme heat, everybody needs rain. Cause I had to go out there and look at my poor green stock. You got to water that practically every day. Especially once your plants get to really growing. Yeah, because it don't take long for them to suck up that little water and dry out. Yes, it's a mess saying the humidity is so high in Houston. Girl, let me tell you, the other day it was 91% humidity. It was so thick you could cut it with a knife. I'm just like, what the heck is this? It wasn't the heat that was kicking the butt, it was the humidity. Yes, I double back in one, and that joker had the nerve to grab on the tree tight as if it didn't see. Oh, yeah, well, animals are smart. They trying to hold out. Like last year, oh, I ticked off the deer last year. My peach tree was loaded. The peaches were so ripe, I could smell the sweetness in it. So I know if I could smell how sweet they are, so could the animals. And I went out there, I got out there with my bucket and I snatched every single peach off those trees. And I had about a good 30 or 40 peaches. And I snatched everyone off, all of them, and came on in the house later on that evening. When the sun finally went down, I heard the deer out there howling. They were so pissed off. There wasn't a peach left on that tree. And I was sitting here laughing in my living room like a madman. It was hilarious. I was just like, you didn't get these. So yeah, it was nice. Yeah, this dry mouth is killing me. And I need to get a pack and put it on my knee. It's starting to swell. So I'm going to get off of here. And I want to thank everyone who came in this evening, who took time to come into my live and comment to let me know your temperature, let me know your recipes for how to take care of the insects in their area, and how they add certain stuff to their mixes to help get their plants through. Sylvia said, it's so humid here all summer. We run into fish, walk outside in instant sweat. Yeah, well, that's what happened when you in them hot areas. Y'all never said squirrels like fruit. You all told me they love nuts. Well, what they chasing you all the time, David? This Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner from Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. I'm getting ready to get off of here this evening. I thank all of you lovely people for coming in and sharing your time with this old lady. I really do. Y'all just don't know how every Thursday you just make my heart feel so good that folks take time out of their schedule to come check me out. So I'm back next Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to say good night. Love you all. As I always say, show me that you like me just a little bit. And hit that like button. As I always say, enjoy your day. Y'all come back now. You hear?